August 31st, 2014. Jennifer Lawrence wakes up to 847 missed calls. Her phone is burning hot, vibrating incessantly like a dying creature. In her voicemail, her agent's voice is screaming, "Don't go online. Whatever you do, do not go online." But it was already too late. With a single click on Twitter, she saw her name sitting at the top of the global trending charts. It wasn't for a new Oscar. It was because the most private photos, taken in the safest sanctuary of her own home, were now being dissected by millions. 14 million views in just the first few hours. And she wasn't alone. Scarlett Johansson, Ariana Grande. Over 100 pop culture icons realized at the exact same moment. Their digital castle had no walls. But here's the most terrifying part. The men behind the most shocking data leak in history weren't government super hackers or international crime syndicates. They were 5 ordinary men sitting in their parents' bedrooms using techniques a 12-year-old could master. Welcome to the story of the collapse of the cloud. Today, we decode how 5 amateurs defeated a trillion-dollar tech giant, and why this case permanently changed the way we view internet security. To understand the Fappening, we must go back to November 2013. In a basement in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Ryan Collins is staring at an old Dell laptop. Collins didn't crack Apple's source code. He simply did one thing. He copied. Collins created a perfect replica of the iCloud login page, identical down to the last pixel. The only difference? Instead of sending data to Apple's servers, it sent passwords directly to his personal Gmail account. The tactic: phishing. Collins wasn't looking for a needle in a haystack. He had a CSV list of 4,811 celebrity email addresses, scraped from old Sony and IMDb Pro leaks. Meanwhile, 2,000 miles away in Chicago, Edward Majorczyk was running a similar operation. Majorczyk had a chilling intuition for behavioral psychology. He tracked TMZ headlines. When news broke of a star being threatened with a leak, he would immediately send Apple security emails to dozens of other celebrities with the subject: "Alert. Your account was accessed from Moscow. Verify your identity immediately." In a state of panic, the victims handed over the keys to the castle themselves. Between November 2013 and April 2014, over 300 people fell for the trap. 30 of them were among the most powerful names in the world. But passwords were only the first door. Apple, a company that prides itself on security, had a fatal Achilles heel at the time: the Find My iPhone feature. Normally, if you enter the wrong password 5 or 10 times, Apple locks the account. However, the Find My iPhone API allowed for infinite password attempts without triggering any alerts or lockouts. Christopher Brannon, a former teacher, wrote a simple Python script. It could cycle through 50 passwords per second. Jennifer Lawrence was cracked after 1,847 attempts. Her password: Nashville 2011. The location and year she filmed The Hunger Games. Rihanna fell after 3,221 tries. Password: Barbados 88. Her birthplace and birth year. When passwords were too strong, they turned to security questions. What was the name of your first pet? A 1997 magazine interview provided the answer. What was your high school's name? Wikipedia had it ready. It turns out, for a celebrity, almost every piece of information used to secure an account is printed on the front page of tabloids. The final step, hijacking the cloud. Once they had the credentials, instead of logging in directly, which would trigger a new device alert, the hackers used the Restore from iCloud backup feature on iTunes. Apple servers saw this as a routine data recovery. All messages, contacts, and, most importantly, thousands of private photos were silently downloaded to the hackers' computers. Ryan Collins downloaded 23 gigabytes of Jennifer Lawrence's data while casually watching Netflix. Not a single notification rang on her phone. For nearly a year, these men kept their treasure hidden. They traded photos in private groups like collectible toys. Until the night of August 30th, 2014. On the Anon IB forum, a place known as the evil twin of Phishing, a user named Original Guy posted a fateful message. I have hundreds of celebrity nudes. Bitcoins, welcome. A frenzy erupted instantly. When Bitcoin transactions started slowing down, Original Guy decided to burn it all down. He leaked the entire cache onto Phishing for free. The internet exploded. Reddit immediately saw the birth of the subreddit /r/the Fappening. In just 6 hours, it gained 100,000 subscribers, shattering every previous record on the platform, including President Obama's AMA. The bandwidth consumption was so massive that Amazon Web Services had to mobilize emergency servers at a cost of $47,000 in a single night. But amidst the morbid excitement of the crowd, a horrific truth was ignored. Some victims, like Michaela Maroney, were still minors when those photos were taken. Within 48 hours, the images spread to 17,000 websites. 4 victims attempted suicide. The FBI launched Operation Fappening. Despite the scale of the crime, these men were not digital ghosts. They left behind the most elementary traces. Ryan Collins forgot to turn on his VPN during 12 downloads, exposing his home IP address in Pennsylvania. Edward Majurchik paid for his phishing domain fees using a PayPal account linked directly to his Chase bank account. George Garofano took screenshots of his trophies, but left metadata containing his computer username. George G. Dell. Christopher Brannon tested his password cracking script on the email system of the school where he taught. By 2019, all 5 men had been sentenced to federal prison, with terms ranging from 8 to 34 months. However, Original Guy, the person who actually dumped the photos online, remains an enigma. His Bitcoin wallet, containing thousands of dollars, has sat untouched for over a decade. No one has dared to touch it. Apple never admitted to being hacked. They called it targeted attacks on usernames and passwords. However, just days later, they silently rolled out 14 security patches, mandated two-factor authentication, 2FA, and began sending alerts every time someone attempted to download a backup. This case also fueled the creation of revenge porn laws across 46 U.S. states. Platforms like Google and Twitter began using photo DNA to automatically remove abusive content the moment it is uploaded. But the psychological scars cannot be patched. Jennifer Lawrence, Aubrey Plaza, and Gabrielle Union still live with the reality that those images will never fully disappear. They reside in hard drives in Russia, in private Telegram channels, or have been mutated by AI into deepfake videos. The story of the Fappening isn't just about celebrities. It's a warning for all of us. In the digital age, privacy is a luxury that you must actively defend. Here is what you need to do immediately after watching this video to ensure you aren't the next victim. Two-factor authentication, 2FA. This is your most important barrier. Even if a hacker has your password, they can't log in without the code from your physical device. Turn it on for iCloud, Gmail, and social media. Don't trust security alert emails. If you get an email saying your account was compromised, do not click the link inside. Open your browser yourself, type the official website address, and log in from there. Security questions are a trap. Never answer truthfully. Treat them like a second password. Audit your backups. Many people don't realize their phones automatically upload every photo to the cloud. Check your iCloud or Google Photos settings and only back up what is strictly necessary. We trust tech giants with our lives, but ultimately, the highest responsibility lies with us. The cloud may be convenient, but it is also fragile. Thank you for joining me on this journey to decode this case. If you found this video helpful, please hit like and subscribe. A question for you. Do you truly trust cloud security today? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Goodbye and see you next time.